Well, there have been a lot of questions regarding pets and COVID-19. Dr. Ellen Barron is a veterinarian with Auburn University. She has some good advice. Take a listen.
And it's important to know that right now there is no evidence that pets can spread COVID-19 to people. People-to-people contact is the risk that people need to worry about, not their dogs and cats. Although a couple dogs and a cat have tested positive in Europe, their infection or their source of the virus was believed to be their owner who had COVID-19, and they are not suspected to be the source of infection to their owners or to other people.